Blackstone Audio presents The Audacious Crimes of Colonel Blood, the spy who stole the crown jewels and became the king's secret agent, by Robert Hutchinson. This book is read by Ralph Lister. To Gavin and Caroline, Rob and Matthew, Joe and John, Bertie and Charlie. Prologue. So high was Blood's fame for sagacity and intrepidity. He was believed capable of undertaking anything his passion or interest dictated, no matter how desperate or difficult. Biographia Britannia, 1747-66. Colonel Thomas Blood is one of those mysterious and charismatic characters in British history, whose breathtaking exploits underline the wisdom of the old maxim that truth can be stranger than fiction. An attempted coup d'etat in Ireland and his involvement in countless plots to assassinate Charles II and to overthrow the lawful government of England, Scotland and Ireland in the late 17th century won him widespread notoriety in the three kingdoms. Little wonder, then, that Charles II's ministers publicly branded him the father of all treasons. With a substantial price on his head, dead or alive, Blood became a hunted man throughout the length and breadth of the British Isles. But this extraordinary fugitive from justice was far from cowed by any hue and cry pursuing him in the dark, filthy alleyways and back lanes of London or Dublin. Paradoxically, the tighter the net was drawn around him, the more audacious this notorious traitor and incendiary became. Blood's attempts to steal the crown jewels from within the protective high walls of the Tower of London in May 1671 propels him to the top of a very select group of bold outlaws who have preyed upon the riches of the English royal court down the years. In the mid-14th century, Adam the Leper cheekily snatched property belonging to Edward III's buxom and matronly queen, Philippa of Hainault. A few decades before, in 1303, Richard of Pudlicott raided Edward I's treasury in the Chapel of the Picts inside Westminster Abbey, assisted by its sub-prior and sacristan. Today, we would recognize the crime as a medieval inside job. Richard was hanged, and reportedly his skin was flayed off his corpse. Tradition maintains, wrongly, that this was nailed upon a wooden door of that sacred edifice, near the chapter house, as a terrible warning to lesser mortals who coveted the wealth of their sovereign lieges. Almost 4 centuries on, Blood was no mere thief, no matter how brazen his crime. He was an incorrigible adventurer, who not for the first time eventually turned...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?